Alright people, welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy III. So we've made it. We're where we need to be. Xand awaits. That's not a good look for you, my guy. Let's just get on with the battle, please. The one thing I dislike about Xand's character is that he gets no other development. Like, he says, you know, eternal life will be mine as long as all of time itself is frozen. Because he basically has mortality. But the thing is, they never delve into what he's feeling. They never think about, I mean, it's an old game, but you remade it. You could at least throw in, you know, a couple more plot elements. But my man Xand is stacked. Like, this man has gains on gains. And a pole staff that looks like it'll fuck somebody up. Someone throw me that cape. I want that cape. Xand looks like he's trying to be in a Dragon Ball Z game, man. But yeah, I just wish they developed Xand just a tiny bit more. Like, I get it. Like, he's mad. He's feeling like his master Noah did him wrong because he gained mortality, but they never expand anywhere upon that. And like, I don't feel like I understand everything Xand is going through. I just think he's just, you know, he's just a douchebag that wants to plunge the world in darkness so he doesn't have to die. He's afraid of dying, so, like, there you go. Another place where Reflect would have helped? Here. Because he'll basically buff himself to Protect. For the entire battle, not that it matters. He'll die all the same. Like, the funny thing about Xand is, he's been the final boss all this time, and he was just a pawn. He worked like a bitch, and he's being used like a bitch. God, I remember the original, where everyone would just use Meteor. I'm so glad. If I had to deal with Meteor, I would have cried. Like, I'm so glad Meteor is not a thing in this game. Like, I assure you that the bosses that come up after this are tough regardless of not having Meteor. I'm just glad that they don't have that ability to use Meteor. Because the Lord knows that would be the icing on the cake. That'd be the worst thing. That'd be the worst thing to come out of this game. But yeah, Xand's not that tough. I wish he would have had a little more magic instead of trying to brute force us. What do you mean, you're deaf? Like, he's been a pawn to the cloud of darkness all this time. Like, he was being used. Like, he knew it, it's just, you know. Oh, dude, here's something that, yo, the original 8-bit version of this song creeped me the hell out. Like now that it's been remastered, like with instruments, it's still got that eerie tone to it, but like, good lord. Here we go, final boss time. Yeah. Cloud of Darkness, guys. But this remix is fire. Yeah. Final boss guy. Oh. Grind, boy, grind. You'd best start grinding, boy. Yo, Cloud of Darkness is just staring at us. She's like, oh, you haven't grinded yet. You'd best get your ass to level 99. Get one-shotted. Christ. So yeah, you're meant to lose that battle. It's supposed to show like, hey, look, now that Zan summoned the Cloud of Darkness, you need all your power plus more to defeat the Cloud of Darkness. Because as you are now, you're not beating her. Don't go before I do. I don't know. That particle beam. So yeah, Doga and Un, they basically... I love this theme. I think it's the best in the soundtrack. It's just so somber. But, Doga and Un, they basically give us their souls, and we get a full, you know, get our lives back. Because the Cloud of Darkness, like, destroyed us. She utterly decimated us. Look, even in death, they're still like teaching us stuff. I really do like Doga and Un. They're cool. Thank you, Doga. Thank you, Un. Right, to the world of darkness. Onward. Let's go! What's your gambit? Right, so I'm thinking, this is scary. I mean, we can't go back anyway, so might as well just jump in. So, we're not bugging with this dungeon. Screw this dungeon. The bosses take long enough as is. Basically, on all 4 paths, they're just small, like, pathways that lead to teleporters that take us to where we need to go. There's no point in bothering, even thinking about that, because all that's on those paths are ribbons, and that's it. Like, nothing else but boring random encounters and ribbons. So we have Cerberus. Pretty much all these bosses, they have the highest HP of the game. Like, they're pretty much the toughest bosses besides the final boss. The Cerberus. The Cerberus attacks 3 times, I believe. So that's 1. If I remember correctly, yeah. The Cerberus attacks 3 times, and not only does he have a varying list of spells, his physical attacks hit very hard as well. He has no weaknesses, and all you need to do is keep your wits about you. Like, as long as you keep your wits about you and just go in, they should all go down. You have Flare and Meteor at this point. Flare is your way to go. Flare will do the most damage out of any spell you can throw, and it's just a good spell because it can be reflected. I was gonna say it can't be reflected, but I'm thinking the newer Final Fantasy games where it can't be reflected because it's non-elemental damage. But yeah, in this game it's just fire-based and it can reflect back to you, so you pretty much wipe yourself out if you use it on someone who has a reflect. But other than being a really grueling boss, Cerberus is, you know, yeah. Like, he's just dangerous, that's all. Honestly, all these bosses are dangerous. Like, they are, but at the same time, Cerberus is the only boss that takes the longest time. Like, pretty much, Cerberus took, about 10 minutes, and every other boss takes maybe 4 or 5. So yeah, that's a testament to how dangerous Cerberus really is. But luckily for me, that what am I thinking? Luckily for me, that after each and every one of these fights, they give you a full magic point restore. So all you have to do is, yeah, I think I kill Cerberus in the next couple of hits. Alright, we're back. I'm so sorry about that. I just got a call that was important. I needed to take it, so I needed to pause and post commentary. Who does that? Well, it's whatever. It's already dealt with. So yeah, pretty much at this point, I think Cerberus has me in a serious bind. Like, Cerberus pretty much has me by the throat, and I'm thinking, what do I do? So, Knights have the ability to just auto-defend, so yeah. With that auto-defend, if your ally is low on health, it'll auto-defend for that ally. Doesn't work on magic, just physical attacks, which is fine by me. I just need this man to die. And I wish the Phoenix Down didn't go first. Like, why can't the boss go first before I use my Phoenix Down? Like, it's bad enough he already goes 3 times. Like, that's my problem with bosses that go 3 times. They shouldn't have the right to go 3 times. Because he hits hard. Imagine if the AI had the ability to focus target. Or technically it does. Like, if the enemy has the ability to go 2 times or 3 times, can focus on one character specifically and kill them. Depending on, like, what health they're at. That's the worst. And here's where I fucked up, because I was scared. Cerberus was beating my ass. And I ended up using Karaja only on myself. Like, I only ended up using it on myself. Oh wait, never mind. It only looked that way because I was moving so fast. But now we're back in shape and we're back in the game, so Cerberus is gonna die. He's pretty much already dead at this point. And with leeway, I believe there's a chance to haste up my man's Camus. There's no reason to. I should have just went for a spell with Rebecca. But I also didn't have Holy, so there was no point in doing anything else. I should have just thrown an item. Like that would have helped out so much. But I think this is about over. I keep saying that and the battle's probably not even over. That's not true. It was only 10 minutes long. So yeah, the battle's over in pretty much like the next couple of turns. I was trying to decide whether Kiraga or Kiraja would have been better. Kiraja's good in pinches. Like, if your whole party is getting low, but if your party is around the middling, like right here, I think Kiraga's better because that'll get you up to full without wasting one of your higher level spells. Oh Lord, Percival, you are my savior. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, this is the first fight, so I thought that I'd have to throw an elixir down. But afterwards, when I go to my magic, I see that's all restored. One of the Warriors of Darkness. You know what's crazy? No, not what's crazy, that's crazy. Like, he was talking about the Flood of Light. So, the Realm of Darkness can also be invaded by the light? Like, he talked about stopping the Flood of Light, so there was an ability to have the Flood of Darkness? Like, our light realm has going through the flood of darkness. So they had the opposite. They had the flood of light. That's crazy. But yes, the four Dark Warriors, they're basically here to help you remove the plot broken zero damage power from the Cloud of Darkness. But we're not focused on that right now. Right now, we have Echidna. And Echidna's got lots of magic. Look, she's got magic for days. Like, she can cast Death for insta-kills, if that hits. Which, in the player's case, it's not gonna hit at all, ever. But she can get lucky and hit you with Death, and you'll die. Yeah, because you die if you're dead. You die when you're dead. But overall, Echidna's not as bad as Cerberus because she does not attack 3 times. Like, my thing is, like, Echidna's got a lot of abilities that can kill you or lower your health to the pitiful amounts, and then follow up afterward with the killing blow. Like, Echidna hits me with Tornado at least 2 separate times. And I'm thinking, why? Why am I so unlucky? Like, she doesn't hit the entire party, she just hits me 1. Why? Why am I unlucky? I mean, other than that, Echidna's not extremely dangerous. I mean, like I keep saying, as long as they don't hit more than twice, they're not bad. If they hit like 3 times, they're dangerous. Because if you combine dangerous encounter that hits hard, along with the ability to act on that action 3 separate times, then the difficulty spikes up tremendously. Echidna's more of an annoyance than anything. Like, she's not dangerous. She's got Drain, she's got Death, Tornado, and all that shit, but she's not scary, like too scary. Now, if she moved 3 times, then I call her scary, because she gets to use Death once, she could use Tornado once if she wanted to, and then follow up for physical. Like, that would massacre the party. I'd cry if that were a thing. And the funny thing about these dark crystals, I think this is a joke, but like, you always get like 66666 experience. Almost as if the darkness is always connected to the devil. But we're not worried about that. We're not worried about that. Hmm. That's weird. So the power balance between darkness and light was shifted. So instead of the light revolving around the darkness and keeping the darkness at bay, the darkness is revolving around the light and extinguishing its light. Hmm. Ah, so the next boss is Ahriman. I swear, like, I think there's one of these for every Final Fantasy game. Like, I remember them for always casting Death. Or Doom, I mean. Yeah, Doom and Death, really. I think, like, that was a Final Fantasy IV one, where it would cast Doom Haste. Doom plus Haste. But it didn't have much HP, so you had to take it out as fast as possible. Here, this guy has a lot of magic. And for some reason, the animation where he attacks you is just slow. It's really, really slow. Of all the bosses, I think this one is the least scary. Actually, that's not true. I think the last one is the least scary. Actually, I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure. Like, this man has lots of magic, so he's scary in that regard. Yeah, I think the last boss we face off in this place is the most scary. I mean, least scary, yeah. But I think it's just my experience that's showing that these bosses aren't scary, because they could be doing much more dangerous things to someone else that faces off against them. Like, he likes to multicast and spread his damage thin. Ooh, ow. That didn't even kill me. Nice try, though. And even if Canvas had shielded me, I would have survived. Other than having, like, specific setups, these bosses have quintuple nines as their health. 5 nines. So they just have a lot of HP. But there, we took them out. Gosh, I'm not finding much to talk about these guys because they weren't as noteworthy. I'm just thinking, like, God, don't throw meteors at me, because that's what they did in the original. Almost all of these bosses have meteor, and they would just wreck your day. So I'm glad that they're like this. Right, so in Zan being scared of his eventual demise, he froze time, but not thinking about it, he inadvertently summoned the Cloud of Darkness, who then took control of him. That's really sad when I think about it. Like Zand was just a pawn in the game from start to finish. Okay, so the two-headed dragon, I don't know who to say is the weakest out of all these guys. I want to say it's either the Ahriman or this dude. Like, this guy hits... Actually, no. I don't want to say that, because this guy actually hits, like, really hard. Like, he hits ridiculously hard. I want to say he's both threatening, but not threatening. Because I can just hit Kiraja as much as I need to throughout the battle. And there's nothing he can do because Rebecca's faster than him. At least I think so. Yikes. And then Camus can do that, which is fine by me, because he can tank 2 hits from this guy. As long as I can get my Kiraja off and keep hacking at this man, there's nothing to worry about. I want to say now that he's one of the more dangerous encounters because he just hits. He just hits really hard for no reason. Other than boasting a like rather large attack stat, there's nothing really else to note about this dude. He doesn't have any magic. He's just here to hit you ridiculously hard. So if you don't have your protects, you best get them. Like, if you don't have your protects stacked up on your party members, prepare to take a walloping. I mean, we'll just heal it anyway with Kiraja, but still. But hey, the attack stat alone is still something to fear about this guy. Like, I don't even want to imagine what would happen if he had, like, anything other than a basic attack. But yeah, we took him down. Easy peasy. I didn't want to bother with this dungeon because there's nothing in it. Other than these bosses and the warriors, the crystals, and the Cloud of Darkness. Might as well make it streamlined since the next episode's gonna be finale. So I'm going to say I'll see you guys next time right now. And shush my mouth. You guys can see the rest. Oh, I remember what's up. I decided to walk back because it would feel more... It feel better that way. Oh. I kept this encounter in? Why? Oh, because I ran away. Yeah. I gotcha. You guys aren't worth my time. I'm not grinding anymore. I didn't even grind, actually. There's the ribbon, treasure chest, but there's nothing else. It's just architecture. It's just architecture that looks like it should be on a GameCube. Like, if all these cubes combined, they would just form the GameCube logo. I just have no desire to grind anymore. I'm level 51, and my hubris will be my downfall. I'll see you guys next time.